Let's get to some news here. Big news out of Washington. Today, Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy announced he's retiring, which means President Trump will pick his replacement. When asked which judge he'll choose, Trump said, either Adam Levine or Blake Shelton. They're both a little edgy for different reasons. After 30 years on the bench, Kennedy is retiring from the Supreme Court. He's 81 years old, so he's going to go from sitting around in a robe all day to sitting around in a robe all day. So it's going to be very difficult, but he'll figure it out. And I saw that after Kennedy announced his retirement, Donald Trump Jr. sent a tweet, and this is real. It said, OMG, just when you thought this week couldn't get more lit, I give you Anthony Kennedy's retirement from hashtag SCOTUS. Everyone who read that was like, well, the word lit is ruined. So, now what do we think of a new word? Some more political news. Earlier today, Trump spoke to a group of young people at the White House. At one point, he talked to them about NASA. Take a look.
But if you don't love what you're doing, find something else. If you don't love NASA, if you don't love space, do something else. And for the people that do, get over there and be with the space cadets, right?
As soon as he said, if you don't love what you're doing, find something else, half the room cleared out. They go, oh, well, I'm out of here. If that's the choice. Get this, it's rumored that Trump might attend the World Cup final in Russia on July 15th. If he does, he'll spend the whole time hoping that he and Vladimir Putin get shown on the kiss cam. It's like, oh no, I can't believe this. I can't believe what we have to do. I mean, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I'm so embarrassed. Speaking of Trump, he's in a Twitter feud with Harley Davidson since they announced that they're moving some jobs overseas. When people first heard Trump was feuding with Harley Davidson, they just assumed it was another porn star. And you go, no, the motorcycle. The motorcycle. Some entertainment news. The cast for the new season of The Bachelor in Paradise was just announced. When ABC asked them if they could take off work for 6 weeks for filming, they were like, oh, we don't have jobs. We'll be there tomorrow. You guys see this? Oprah made a cameo in this week's episode of The Handmaid's Tale. And this was fun. By the end of the show, all the handmaids had new cars.
Really?
Yeah, it was just, no spoilers, but it was really interesting. Guys, as you all know, it is Pride Month, and last weekend was the big Pride Parade here in New York. And celebrations are still happening to honor the LGBTQ community. Here to talk about it right now are Tonight Show correspondents Julio Torres and Patty Harrison. Welcome, guys. Oh, so nice. Please. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Jimmy. Thank you for having us.
Yes, and happy Pride.
Oh, well, happy Pride. Happy Pride to you both.
Thank you.
So tell me, did you guys go to the parade this past weekend?
Well, yes, Jimmy, but as two powerful queers, we've heard a lot of complaints from straight people asking, why are there only gay pride parades and not straight pride parades?
Really?
And you know what? They've got a point. So we've taken it upon ourselves to organize the first official straight pride parade.
Wait, so straight pride parade?
Yes, but we don't know straight culture that well, and we wanted to bounce some ideas off you first.
Yes, because, well, no offense, but you're the straightest guy we know.
None taken, yeah.
So here are some ideas for possible floats in the straight pride parade.
Okay, these are possible floats for the straight pride parade. Here we go.
Yes, okay, so what about a salute to polo shirts, one size too big?
Okay. That's interesting. Didn't realize they could make a float out of that, but that's good.
Yeah, we checked and they can.
Oh, okay.
We were also thinking a man and a woman on a date where the woman's method of flirting is just that she lightly smacks his arm and says, stop.
Very interesting idea for a float.
Okay, well, how about a dinner party where the woman offer to clear the table, the men stay seated, and no one is disturbed?
Okay, interesting. Interesting, but it sounds a little bit too specific, but I see where you're going.
Or what about two guys posing in a picture together and they are both pointing to each other in the picture to, I guess, keep track of who all is in the picture?
Okay, yeah, all right, okay. I could see that, maybe.
Or maybe a couple having sex in the dark. Did you know that straight people turn off the lights when they're having sex? And the woman actually keeps her bra.
That's That's not true. That's not. All right, one more. What do you got, Patty?
For sure, I got this. Just imagine coming down Fifth Avenue, a float that is someone karaokeing "Come On Eileen," while the next person in line to sing submits their song request to the DJ, and it is also "Come On Eileen."
That's fantastic. That's a good idea. Julio Torres and Patty Harrison, everybody. I like those ideas. Thank you so much. I like those ideas. You make those floats out of that. Why not? Stop. I read that a group of shareholders at Facebook might be plotting to get rid of Mark Zuckerberg. And their plan would be way more likely to work if Mark wasn't spying on them using Facebook. So, I mean, and finally, this is very exciting. NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. is my guest on the show tonight. He recently retired from racing. Now he's just the most terrifying Uber driver you can get. You guys, we have a great show tonight. Give it up for the road!
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.